Hi everyone, my name is Achi Obed. You're welcome to Achi Films Lighting Academy. I want us to quickly discuss about three-point lighting. What is three-point lighting? Three-point lighting can be defined as key light, fill light, and backlight. Those are the first more important lighting you will definitely first set up in terms of your interview, documentaries, the commercials, or music video, movies, in terms of lighting your object. This is the first important light you think about before every other light. If you don't have that three-point lighting, first, first and foremost, you will not get your lighting right. You must first start with first key light. Key light can come from the left or right. Depends on which angle you want to position your camera, which angle you want to position your light. So the key light does not really need to come direct in front of object. Can come from side, yeah, can come from side, can come from anywhere. Depends on how you want to position your light. And then definitely when you have that key light, then you have your backlight, then fill light. Fill light is to fill up the little bit shadows from the side to make it a little bit softer, not too hard or harsh, the way we say it. Which is key light is the main important light which brighten your object. Then the backlight to separate the object from the background. So as a cinematographer or gaffer, you need to know those main important key, keys of lighting. If not, whatever you do, you will end up get it wrong. So with the time I started with my lighting, start everything about lighting department, lighting, lighting in the industry. Sometimes I feel like maybe I'm not getting it right. I feel I'm not doing the right thing. So I keep trying and learning, and find out, okay, how would I make this right? How would I make this work? So if you do today, you wake up tomorrow, you watch it, and you stand up, you tell yourself, okay, I've done this, and I try my best. Let me try another way again. Let me see what I can achieve. So whatever it is, if you're shooting in a building, no matter what you're shooting, being a cinematic kind of movie, cinema movie, standard movie, feature length movie, what's it called? Commercials, interview. Definitely, your lighting has to be that first three important key 3-point lighting. Once you get that three main important lighting, which is 3-point lighting, whatever you do is add up to make the atmosphere looks cinematic. All right. So as a cinematographer or a director or a gaffer, you need to learn those features of the 3-point lighting before you get to a location whereby you feel like you're a professional. When you get there, you're confused. How would you start from? Because based on my experience, before I started this journey, I think I usually just go to location. I feel like lighting, or let me just stand light here, which is I believe that putting light here, put light there, just to put light on now. It wasn't like that. But it was when I get to realize that you are putting light here and then when it's that like positioning your light in the right angles, right positions before you turn them on. After putting your light in the right angle, right positions at the same time before, and then you turn the light on. When you turn them on, then you have to sit again, have your object, have your your angles, then you sit down, then you try to focus your light to the direction of your object the way it is, to make sure your object have what it's called light, and your object is more is well lit, and then you have your negative side, all kind of stuff. Most times most of us light very flat, and which is at the same time we have a flat lighting at the same time, but most times you don't need that. You need that flat lighting because maybe you don't have enough light, don't have anything to brighten your image. You can just try open up everywhere your light aperture to make sure your image is bright and it's brighter, and make it look flat. And most times when you lighting flat is because of low budget, when you don't have no budget to get enough light to have that technical setup in terms of cinematic standard. That's where light flat lighting come from, right? So, but as a good cinematographer, good gaffer, and director, definitely you will not need that flat lighting because why? Because why? Because you don't want your picture to look embarrassed. You want it to look standard and then quality. Because what matters in picture is the quality, not about just expose the picture or brighten the picture the way you feel like you should just brighten it. It's quality that matters. We know how to get your 3 point. I think once you get that 3 point, every other thing you want to do is just minus. It's just minor things. You can just whatever you're trying to add is add up, fill up to highlight some area of your 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 background, your some area of the place of filming so that you don't look totally dead. So once you get that, once you highlight all those parts, most of the frames you have, whatever you have, they actually pop out and they give you that quality background at the same time too. And then secondly, I'm not here to say much about it. Maybe in my next episode, we're going to discuss about um, how to shape your life, direct your life, and then have it your quality and standard pictures after shaping up life. So, like I said, sorry, I was gone. Like I said, I'm not discussing much about the lighting today. Can only talk about it. Three key lighting, which is key light, backlight, and then fill light. And remember what I said, your key light can come from left, can come from right. It does not need to come straight direct to the object, it can come from side, whichever you want to position it because of your camera, because your camera might definitely stand in front of your object, your side of your object. So it depends on how you want to position your camera. That what matters. But once you get how to place your key back and fill, trust me, you have no problem. So by tomorrow or next episode, we discuss more on how to shape your light and how to redirect your light to your object. My name, like I said, my name is Archie Obed. This is Archie Film Lighting Academy. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe. Archie Film TV. Subscribe to my channel and have more updates on lighting. Thank you.